Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights from the LCK Spring 2025.
Of great targets on the enemy team. We've seen him do this a lot.
Yep. Ooh, Ona going to be moving in here as he has to juke it. The flash is actually going to be employed as Chovy, not willing to die this early on.
Saying, or Groot.
Yeah, Groot. It's just a different I am Groot, or I am Canyon. That's all right. Faker dashing forward here. Remember, Chovy, no flash available. The charm is still going to go wide. Great sidestep as he throws Faker under the turret. The Sand Soldiers come out, and Chovy is well and truly okay. Faker looking a little worse. Is going to come back up now earlier.
So Faker blocks the dash, but then the charm misses, the W misses.
Yeah, and he's just like
for a punish here towards Doran, wanting to let this dragon go. Knows T1 is always going to play for that.
Yep. Over he goes. Canyon just going to drive the Scion back. And remember, he used the ulti to get to lane. So he's just going to get impaled and destroyed. That's going to be first blood going over to Canyon. They do trade the dragon for it. But as you said, maybe not necessary to exactly fight for that one. As another Chemtex or Orcs, what the heck,
you're kind of filling each other out. Unless either team is in a much more spot, I think that generally those games are slower. And then in game 5, it's the pressure. Faker
just slammed into the wall. The impale as well. He had absolutely no option. Nothing he was allowed to do. The utilization of the built terrain there, gorgeous from Gen.G. They do it until the Nexus explodes on the other side of the map, is kind of, I assume, what they're going to try and do here. As the charm is going to connect onto Canyon, who's looking to drive away. Faker gets in front of him. Great handshake to keep him in position. But not too much more is going to come through, and this is what happens when he takes all of the kills. It's going to be a charm connecting. Chains of Corruption come down as well with the target presented. And Keen, he's definitely killable as out goes Ona. And they're able to just take the Jace from underneath the unkillable Skarner.
Some pretty big mistakes there, actually. Kind of getting caught off guard. There's first some anti-synergy between T1. And then Keen thinking, well, Canyon's out. I should be fine as well. The re-engage.
Oh dear, Duro flashing for it. Does find the charm. Hostile takeover is fantastic, though, as Ona possibly separated, but in goes Chovy. Gumayushi not going to get bailed out of this one as Ona gets on top of the Emperor, and the knock-up is there. The 1-2 punches from Gen.G are continuing as finally down goes the Skarner. But I don't know whether Doran is going to be able to do much more. The flash comes out from Chovy to answer. The flash forward from Doran. And Gen.G will find the team fight victory, and the Rift Herald wasn't even taken.
Very favorable trade that I think Gen.G are going to be really happy with. Also, a lot of sums used, and that means no flash for Guma at the quick fight.
We are fighting immediately as Ona goes in. Already Keen is down, and there goes Duro as well. Out will go Gen.G. They're trying to escape, but Faker, he is just spirit rushing after Chovy. The charm once again going to miss, and it's a two-man impale, but there's no one left. Ona will finally, Ruler will finally come in to try and hit Ona, but Ruler's out. He realizes that it's getting too hot in the kitchen as the flash charm doesn't land. And Chovy will be able to make it out alive. My God, okay, Chovy goes in! He finds Gumayushi and he's looking to try and make his way out. Those grass backs really working overtime. But now he may have put his team in an uncomfortable position. It's Ruler versus 4, and T1 are still running away. You're exactly right, that Featherstorm is so powerful here. As the teleport comes in and T1 say, all right, you can live, Mr. Ruler. No one's taking the Drake, not right about now.
It's the Prestige, Atlas. It's just all misdirection. I keep getting caught off guard. Where is Michael Caine to explain everything?
We need him! Alfred, where are you? Okay, it wasn't Alfred in that move, but he wasn't. If we were concerned, was 0. But now T1 with the positional advantage, they will be able to take it down. The Dragon was secured by Gen.G, so I tell a little bit of a lie there, but it is an even trade as far as the objectives are concerned. Feats of Strength went over to Gen.G, though, and this is becoming a little bit of an issue. The guy with a hammer in the bottom lane is just really breaking things.
He will not do damage to Doran, though.
Oh, Chains of Corruption. Oh, Ruler able to walk his way out. The good old walk strategy. It's been a while since Willy Chronicler. The problem is he might be in range of the Frozen Heart, which could be a problem. Charm is going to come on through as Ona is going to be discovered here as Canyon holds him in place, but this is just a 1v1 happening in 2 different spots. Emperor's Divide to get rid of him as Chovy says, get away from me. And he says yes. Crescent Guard going to keep Ona alive, and in the end, it's a stalemate.
What I want to highlight, though, is that even though that fight ended up feeling good for Gen.G, because of the kills at the beginning, the gold lead still shrunk. Right after that whole sequence, this though with Owner not having his ultimate and have it to back, I think this Otacon is always going to be gone.
Yep, there's a train.
It's the fight afterwards, though.
You're exactly right. So it should be this Otacon going down, but there is the flash forward. A phenomenal knock-up from Doran, and he's getting in amongst it. Canyon trying to drive his way out. Let's see whether Ruler can keep himself alive as the Featherstorm comes in. He flashes away. Will he have the Blade Caller? That's the question. As Gumayushi's underneath the turret, he's got the bailout. He is still going to die, as now Keen is trying to get the work done. And yes, you got the Otacon, but it's a 1 for 3.
Trade favorable for T1 when it comes to kills, but Otacon, particularly in a game as close as this, I think can actually be a really big win if Gen.G gets to use the fighting. This time Chovy is just caught, not ready, and there's no smite, so the objective goes to Gen.G, but the mid lane turret falls. The kills are traded, and T1 rather do a great job of making this gold lead just a little bit smaller as Canyon.
Yeah, looks for the Impale, but sometimes just the raw Impale doesn't really work. And that's going to happen only.
We're about to fight again.
Control Ward goes in. Keen able to take that one down. Doesn't find the Shock Blast, though. As all right, Doran will get knocked up. Of course, he's very happy to take damage. He's Scion. And Chemtech Dragon number 2.
No Chovy ult. I think they have to let this one.
Yeah, that's going to be Soul Point.
They're going to let it go. Soul Point going over.
Yeah.
T1 not giving them an open, went down to 1.
Goes down to 1, yeah. The Charm is going to miss once again, though, as now fight on a couple of different fronts, as flipping in is Keen and trying to throw away Doran, but he's a brick wall. And now the knockup comes through again, but if you're engaging onto the Scion, it's what T1 wants, unless they're not able to find an inroad. And Doran, he'll try to get bailed out. They will take the Rakan, and the bailout actually works. And now Chovy's trying to free hit. Owner is down so incredibly low. The Shock Plus, they're going to defend him. But still this turret is going to fall. Chovy trying to find the Sand Soldier damage. And they clear out the minion wave. And T1 will be sticking around. It's a 1 for nothing in favor of T1. They take the Dragon as well. They're trading up. The gold is still there for Gen.G. But T1 are still getting what they want in this game.
It's a Thriller Atlas. Canyon still as his Impale is going to try and deliver Owner. Yep.
Beautiful, beautiful Impale. Still Keen's going to get traded. It's just trades everywhere. Faker able to pick that one up. Now the hostile takeover just zoning them away. Ruler doing a fair bit of damage here as they're just looking to steal away a bread buff. They will be able to do that as Faker just cannot chunk Chovy today. He can't do it. Canyon goes in. He's going to go out via the Death Chamber, and Chovy will find an Emperor's Divide onto 3, but doesn't get Guma, and he will take him down. Ruler here going to have to use a max range ulti, avoiding Faker's damage as well, as Ruler's positioning has been fantastic, but that Blade Caller could have been better. And Gen.G, they will keep a couple. Get through out. As Keen wanting to take some pot shots if he can. But look at this, the Doran stand in front of it tactic.
Yeah, they do need Chovy or Ruler. No one else is going to...
Okay, so flash forward as Faker is caught out, and they dive on top of him, but the counter knockup's a fantastic Emperor's Divide. Only onto Owner is good for T1 as Gumayushi looking to get bailed out, and it's going to work. And the Charm this time lands. Double kill for Gumayushi, and T1 just leave them in the dirt. Ruler's wondering what the heck happened. And he will use his ult, he will try, but the blade calls nothing. And T1 say it's Baron time.
I'm shocked. I thought they were going to actually look for the end. I've seen T1 do this a million times, but no, instead, they play it safe. We go for Baron, we go for Soul, as Gen.G. That ult from Keria, I think, ends up being the game decider. This Renata has been such an incredible nuisance for...
Whether it's going to extend past this, as T1 here in this first game are looking poised to win. Charm going to go wide as Chovy finds 3! The Impale does as well, and Ruler is just able to free hit. Down goes Gumayushi. They deal with the turret, but Doran is so incredibly low. Chovy is still going to die in this fight. Canyon is just trying to keep them interested as T1 look to back away. It's a big fight, but it's only a 2 for 1 thus far. Can Gen.G get more? That's going to be the question as the handshake from Keria.
It's just a 1 for 1.
Yeah.
야, 바로스 넘길게.
Oh my god. Yeah, he was just like, I found Varus.
Into the immediate zone, yes, to ensure that he doesn't get clipped by the Renata.
다행이다. 야, 이거 아들
And again,
그래도 이러면은 나쁘지 않다.
Is what we need. And what Faker said was the situation isn't that bad. That's basically what he said.
It's true.
He's gonna find a charm. This situation's bad, but if you're a Gen.G fan, as they eliminate the jungler, and T1, they get rid of the biggest tank. Teleport as well, as he's all the way in. Ona taking some shock blast damage, but he doesn't really care about it too much. Remember, Chemtech Soul going to be powerful here as T1 wastes no time. They've started this up. Doran just trying to stand in front. It's looking a little 50-50-ish for now.
As on the ward.
Yeah, spotted on a flank angle, but they also know he's there because they just got hit by a shock blast.
Are we flipping? Are we flipping?
Oh god, we are. We're flipping. It's going to be Canyon that locks down the dragon. Owner is in so much trouble. Empress Divide picks them all up, and it's Gen.G that finds the value. Chovy can rest easy now as 4 are lying on the floor, and Doran is not going to be able to do it alone. Gen.G not going to be broken in their win streak. They'll move it to 19 instead.
The hardest part of any story is the ending.
It's not even the end, Chronicler.
No, I mean of this game.
It's game 1 of regular season Gen.G versus T1 round 2.
Oh my god. No, but like, that can't be. It's just a flip. Canyon wins. The game is done.
Do you know what it was, Chronicler? It was a flip. Canyon wins. And that's game 1, ladies and gentlemen. The Nexus will be taken down. Oh god,
Sunfires. I want to see Canyon building a lot of damage. I want to see Chovy with an aggressive build.
Yeah, well, I think I'm allowing Keen to build it, like, you know, they scout the river. And that is just going to be thanks for the leash for T1. Canyon, wait a second. Oh my god, no, you're not allowed to do that. Well, you're not allowed to get away. That is absolutely true. And in fact, it is. As the teleport comes in from the Galio, and Chovy finds the Justice Punch. There's a great Cyclone, but a good Pulverize is there as well. And if Gen.G can do anything, that is getting a kill onto it. They didn't kill him. Yeah, okay. Sorry. I thought you did a silly as well.
No.
I
do that often though. That's fine. It is really embodying the, I don't know, wait until we have like 2 items and then we can maybe play the game.
Chovy's under the turret. Okay, curtains. Faker gonna get hit by the last one as Chovy flashes for it and shuts down the goat, and also had a cow waiting
that
in the wing.
Like, nope.
Yep.
They have time, right? Like, because that steal, they're not in any pressure at all, which is why Atlas, previous game,
it's kind of a big deal. I was expecting him to maybe be forced to use that by overextending a little.
Oh, this comp is hard to engage into. Keria is also looking for a cancel on the ultimate for Keen, I'm sure.
The Rumble very far away, but Faker can also cancel the ultimate, depending on how well they position themselves. Is okay. Equalizer doing basically nothing. Shockwave onto 3 though, that's fantastic, but still, Keen able to burn them down. The Rift Herald going to be secured as Canyon picks up the eye. Chovy might be the sacrifice as he looks to try and Justice Punch his way forward as Canyon just rolls himself a taxi and gets the heck out of there. Oh my, are you gonna go for a charge as well? Takes the turret, and he's still gonna die. Gets a flash out from Keria. Oh, you get back in, you are not allowed to do that. And he's not, he's still going to die.
Look at his face!
My god, that was amazing. Yeah, look at that grin. Okay guys, let's see what he actually said about this. We will get some translation as soon as possible. As he gets in, and he needs to emote, obviously, very important.
혹시 막아도 될까?
It's like, may as well. He could have, like, in theory, if they hadn't have CC'd him as well, he could have flashed the wall, and then...
That's Prio. Can TP to the wave or to one of the traps. They're gonna...
Wait a second.
Look for the cross map.
It's the Faker Global Taunt. The train is being called, the Brittle comes through, he flashes and still gets knocked up. Collects them with the Shockwave, but doesn't really matter here as T1 will look for the first Cloud Drake of the game. They'll get that, but it's only their second Dragon. Gen.G, they get their prize. They're looking to lock down even more as the Otacon is being started.
Keen and Chovy, or Chovy's here, Keen has TP. He's gonna back first, but Canyon
is-
did ult.
Yeah, this is dangerous.
Oh, Rudo has ult though. They're squishy. Oh yeah, they're gonna go for this fight.
Yep, teleport going to come in. Canyon, not quite close enough, but still, arrow connects onto Chovy. Let's see, there's some brilliant knock-up. Another one, four-man. The jumping castle has been picked up, and there is the Otacon secured by T1, but can they get anyone out alive? Carrier, that's a no. Doran, that's also a no. But at least Gumayushi and Ona will stay standing, and they have the permanent buff from both the Dragon and, of course, the Otacon. The Gen.G walk away with a bit more money at the end of that one.
Yeah, Gen.G's gonna take that. Yes, Otacon is solid. It will have a continued impact in the game, but you are getting 2 turrets and what, 3 kills for a second.
So tempo back in the hands of T1 for the moment. With the Cloud Rift, though, it does mean that Gen.G have extra maneuverability to get back around if they would like to. Vision going down, where they can find it.
I've really liked Canyon's play this game, except his ultimates, which outside of the top one on Faker have universally just not been great. I'm fine, he's okay. Duro's on the flank.
He is.
They know.
Who's on the flank?
Play his ult, so...
Well, he's gonna have to ult. He will do that. Finds a Pulverize. There's the Deadly Flourish. It's Canyon waiting in the brush. He's like, buddy, I think you might be dead. He's gonna have to flash. Does get out of the way. Hawkshot spots out the rest of
T1 Bear, they definitely know though, so I don't think he can really do this, and now I'm kind of wondering.
Yeah, somewhat deep
probably
is
needs to actually
play.
commit.
Keen is a difficult target to do damage to. They haven't done any yet. Oh, there it is, a little bit.
Well, his magic damage shield doesn't take any, but he does.
And there's Grand Starfall. There is also the Heroic Entrance. So Canyon and Chovy aren't necessarily too far away. Zona's going to be able to get over the wall. So nothing really there for the trade.
Maybe top lane turret, but yeah, you can't, right? You can't push up because there is Canyon, there's Chovy. That does mean he's taking a lot of damage.
Yep, and he can't put it up, right? Especially not with Keen out of vision. Gonna get breathed on here by Ona just a little bit. The rest of T1 coming on over, trying to offer the damage if they can. Canyon wanting to assist, and he gets over the wall. There's the Cyclone. Canyon flashes out, takes so much damage, as now Keen calls the Ram, and of course Kerry is there to block it. The Dragon is gonna get taken, and the Curtain Call is just gonna be unanswered. A 4-man knock-up yet again, as the Heroic Entrance this time does nothing, and the Justice Punch is blocked. Gen.G, they lose their Gargoyle. But it's just Gargoyle for Dragon. It's Elemental Animal in trade for one another. And less and less relevant as far as his damage is concerned. Ruler does have the Lord Dom.
Oh, the window.
Yeah.
Here for T1, Canyon might have to sacrifice his life.
Well, there is the Grand Starfall. Okay, Call of the Forge God as well. Gets a triple knock-up, and the steal on the Baron for Canyon at the same time. He's got a GA. The curtains are being called, and maybe it's on more than just this Baron fight. Maybe this is the game winner, as Faker is getting encroached on, will get taken down, and Doran, he only has a sliver left, and the Deadly Flourish, it's named pretty well, but that last bullet, that's going to do it, and the poor man with a door is unable to hold it here for T1.
Who needs more damage dealers when you have Ruler on the chin? So much damage, but for me, those steals from Canyon Atlas.
My
The
goodness.
timing, absolutely perfect.
And this time around, the Braum wasn't there. He wasn't there to block the train. And Gen.G, they just drove right over the top of T1. They'll take down these Nexus turrets. They will move their record here, their LCK record, to 20 games in a row. And they will continue to make history here in the LCK. They are not stopping here today.